Hi. So I literally just went through an hour of me doing market research. Look how many tabs I have open. This is the start of the video. And none of the audio recorded, literally none of an hour of me giving data analyst tips to find trending Etsy sub-niches that are also trending on Google, larger platforms like Google and Pinterest, because that's what I do. Hi, I'm Jessica. We're just going to get into it. We're just going to start over. I'm pretty sure this is recording now. The audio, let me just double check it really quick. God, that was crazy. Yeah, I think so. Okay, there we go. All right. Anyway, so hi, my name is Jessica. We're just going to keep going. Just forget it. Put a smile on our face. And that's what happens. Sometimes, you do things and it doesn't work out, and then you have to redo them, and it's fine. You just flow with it. So, hi, my name is Jess, the analyst, and I analyze Google, Glimpse, and eRank data to help you find trending Etsy sub-niches that are also trending on larger platforms like Google and Pinterest, which is where the money's at. So, what we're going to do today is some live market research. It's not live at this point because I just filmed an hour of it and found a amazing sub-niche. So I can say that confidently now. Stay tuned because you are going to want to see this Etsy trending sub-niche that is also trending on, the keywords are also trending on Google. So let's get into it. I start with Glimpse. Sorry, I'm just like, oh my God, I can't believe it was a whole hour of me talking and like all of that good, amazing, valuable insight, but it's all good. We're just going to go straight to it because there was like 30 minutes of me just like trying to figure out where to go. I can even link that, like a fast forward of that part of that clip. It was like 4 different keywords that just hit straight dead ends everywhere. So this at least is streamlined. So I start at Glimpse at a high level category to then begin to identify different trending keywords or topics through Glimpse's people also search section to see if I can identify even begin to drill down on categories to identify that trending Etsy sub-niche. So sweatshirts is something that you can design print on demand, obviously, and that is most likely trending at this time. So what we're going to do is we're going to start at Glimpse, which is a Google Chrome extension that has a free, basic, premium, and enterprise version. We're using the premium here. Free barely gives you anything. Basic, rather, is what it's called. Barely gives you anything. So you're going to want to upgrade to the $50 a month subscription if you want additional valuable data points to synthesize so that you can make a data-driven and backed decision for your business instead of just like guessing in the dark of I don't know what. But if you're in the dark, then all you got to do is grab your Kraken Razor Kitty headphones and put them on, and then you can see. So we started at sweatshirts on Glimpse. Typed it in, made sure it was set to United States, made sure it was set to the past 7 days, and I keep it at web search because you generally don't go into Google and filter by Google shopping. You generally just like trending K2 sweatshirt, YK2 sweatshirt, and then just see what pops up. So past 7 days, we see that it is consistently trending as we expect. Since it's a high-level keyword, we're going to go down and see this people also search section. So this is going to begin to give us clues of the direction we can begin to go to identify that super trending sub-niche that I will give to you at the end. That probably won't be trending. Will be trending, but probably will be oversaturated rather quickly because of the ratio between the competition and the searches. And that's what I utilize eRank mostly for, is identifying that aspect for Etsy data. when it comes to the keywords and like making the SEO strategy and Etsy SEO strategy and optimizing your keyword and tag approach, I lean more heavily on Glimpse because number one, it's backed by Google. And number two, they analyze data from multiple sources to create their reports. So it's important that you don't put all your eggs in one basket. For those of you who are like, which one is the best tool to use? None of them and all of them at the same time, which is the answer to life also. Okay, so we're going to come down here to sweatshirts and go, oh my God, what could be trending on Etsy as well? That's trending on Google. And an easy way to do this is to hit this export button, which opens it up in Google Sheets. So I do that for the channel Google. And then also come here and change the channel to Etsy. Then we're going to do the same where we export it into the Google Sheets and see if there are any overlap between the keywords, aka trending in both places. Wow, this is so complicated but so easy when you think about it and break it down, right? And that's why I'm here, to help break it down for you, because my experience within corporate America in dealing with that data and making it work and providing valuable insight is super transferable to market research for Google here. So let's continue. Once you do that and export the data and look at both, I want to say that I found somehow this is where things get a little I get a little lost of how I got here specifically, but I want to say I went to sweatshirts embroidered funny. So let's try typing that in. Duplicate. I don't always save all of my tabs. Yeah, funny sweatshirts. Funny Christmas sweatshirts for women. Funny sweatshirts. Okay, guys, this is what I did. I remember now. So what I typed in was what was trending on Etsy, which is sweatshirts embroidered funny. So let's type that in here, and I'll show you how I got to funny sweatshirts. So sweatshirts embroidered funny. So when you do this and you search, it's too specific, and eRank is like, blurp, we don't understand your query. / we don't have the data to support your query. Yeah, get better freaking data analysts. But what I did then was back up one step and go into funny sweatshirts, because hey, that's a higher category that you can begin to search from that could lead you to something that is trending. So when I looked at funny sweatshirts, I sorted by Etsy competition, as you can see, and then found sweatshirts for women trendy funny here. And I was like, oh my gosh, look at that. In this particular data, the Etsy competition is 25,000 and the average searches are 104. That's a pretty good ratio for this high level keyword. So we're gonna, in this case, you see the CTR is only 49%. This is where thinking as a data analyst comes in handy, because there will be certain situations where there are data points that traditionally you wouldn't go in that direction because of their amount, but if you take into consideration other factors, you can see that maybe that is an actual good direction to go, as we're going to see in the video. So why did I think that it was okay to keep going forward, even though it's only 49%? Because number one, I was thinking perhaps the listings under this keyword just are crap and people don't want to click on them, and there's potential to insert ourselves into the marketplace in that way. Or it could be that that keyword is just too broad, and people searching for sweatshirts are going through that keyword to get to other things. So we're gonna keep going on this keyword and see where it leads us. go over here and we're going to hit Analyze. As you can see, I did. And open it in a new tab. And this SERP analysis is search engine results page, which is the top 100 results related to that keyword. So that gives you an idea of the consumer psychology of designs and trends and aesthetics that are hip and happening at that time. So when I hit Analyze, where did you go? This one, trendy, funny. Yeah, okay. So nothing came up because, again, this was kind of like a high level, nothing came up. So I was like, let me go into, I lost my train of thought there. So I was like, let me go into Etsy and see if there is anything I can search from this keyword and find any particular topics. So this is a higher level keyword because it's, which is what I was saying earlier. So it's a higher level keyword because it's sweatshirts for women, which is a high level keyword, but trendy and funny are kind of more specific categories and attributes of that. And the reason I'm going this way on Etsy, sorry, somebody's vacuuming outside. And the reason I'm going this way on Etsy is because I remembered from the Google data that trendy sweatshirts was a keyword that people were interested in. So trendy embroidered sweatshirts here, but also just trendy sweatshirts. This is Etsy data. I'm just going to open a new one because I don't remember which one's which over here at this point, and this is easier. So I remembered that trendy and sweatshirts were two keywords consecutively that that was ranking on Google. So there you go. Sweatshirts trendy. A search volume of 5, but that means you could probably rank for it easier because the competition might be a little bit less. So irregardless, that is something that is actively trending and leads us into searching then Etsy bestsellers listings to see if we can find any patterns within that page of designs that we can make. So that's how you connect the Etsy data with the Google data. You want to export these keywords and see if there's any overlap there. The higher the search volume, the better. And the search volume, okay, so search volume normalized is not absolute search volume. Absolute search volume means that that is the specific number, legitimate number of hits or times that keyword was searched for that time period. Search volume normalized is the amount or the value that's given to that keyword based on the relative amount that keyword is searched at that time based on all other keywords. I'm gonna hit pause here so we can let the vacuum. Very good. The vacuum has vacuumed. I have made my tea, my mud water, my virgin mud water. Well, she passed my apartment anyway. And we're going to get back into it. So we are live. Where was I? I was looking at, I was explaining to you that after finding the trendy keyword that is trending also on Google and Etsy, we came to this, this keyword here after looking at funny sweatshirts for women, trendy, funny. Then, because that is both a specific and a high-level category, in the sense that sweatshirts for women is a high-level category, trendy, funny is a little bit more specific, we came over here to Etsy. And this is where I left off. So we came over here to Etsy and we are looking on the homepage, and I would do this in an incognito window usually, but this phonics sometimes is funny with incognito windows, and I just want to make sure that I record it. So we are going to look at sweatshirts for women, trendy, funny. Literally type that into Etsy. filter it by star seller, apply, and then take this URL parameter and change it to best instead of star. So now you're changing it to redirect you to the page that shows you the best sellers. Yay, tech industry. And now we're going to just look at this homepage and be like, what stands out to us? That is kind of out of the norm. That would also be good. That is out of the norm, but could be a thing that is starting to trend. Out of the norm being what would be trending right now? Let's think and use our data analysis skills. It's September. My dogs are playing. It's September, so Halloween most likely is trending, as we can see. Fushi, Halloween Town. So we see pickles are a thing. This homebody, this Bella, Barney committing tax fraud, Goose. And if you watch CU Online's channel, she has a great community. She has gone through a video of how to identify niches as well. Her method's a little bit more different. She's developed her own method and it's perfect. And she talks about this one. So I would stay away from that niche because she's built a great community and it's probably a little saturated right now because of the fact that how many people watch her videos. So let's go away from the mainstream and think like a data analyst and position ourselves in something that's trending, but not something that everybody is trying to attack at the same time and grab a piece of. We want to be over here like jamming, like, yeah, look at this trending sub niche that I have all this domain under, instead of like all of the tad fishies fighting for a little piece of bread. So let's look at things other than Halloween and Goosebumps. So homebody I've seen once, and that is pretty good a number of sales. Then we're going to see homebody again. No ads are being run. Homebody again. No ad again. So at this point, homebody again. Clearly that is not Halloween, and that is something that is trending. So let's go back over into eRank and type in homebody sweatshirt and see what we get. So again, let's review. We started at high-level sweatshirts. How do we get to this one? We started at high-level sweatshirts, rolled around in these keywords. I'm going to link the video if you want to watch it in like Charlie Chaplin mode to see the full process of what it is to do raw market research, because there are certain times that you come across keywords that are just like dead ends and you have to change a little bit and go backwards and pivot your position and have a new approach, and that will lead you to things like this. So we started here with sweatshirts, blah blah blah, went through the keywords, saw that funny sweatshirts, embroidered sweatshirts is trending both on Etsy and on Google. So then I came over here and typed in sweatshirts to wear funny. That was too specific. Backed up to funny sweatshirts, sorted by Etsy competition. Saw sweatshirts for women trendy funny has a pretty good ratio. So we're going to analyze that. We analyzed it, realized that doesn't give us any additional keywords or topics that could help us. So if we stop and think about what we are dealing with here, we can see that this is, again, a high-level category that's also a little specific. She's vacuuming the stairs now. So what I did was come into Etsy and looked at, typed in that keyword to see it and sort by bestsellers to see if we can see any patterns. So that's where we're at. Now we're going to go back into eRank and type in homebody sweatshirt and see what comes up. The competition and see if it's saturated or we caught this thing early. And ladies and gentlemen, the data analyst has found yet another one. So we found a niche, a trending sub niche with higher level keywords that are also trending on Google and Etsy of homebody sweatshirt. Average search is 808. Etsy competition, only 5,000. And average click-through rate is almost 100%, 99%. Average clicks, 801. I don't really look at that. I just look at like the click-through rate and Etsy competition, the average searches. I mean, the average clicks you should take into consideration lightly. I would say like don't actually look at it because if it's like 0, what's the point? But we do see Google searches here as well. That's something I didn't notice last time. So I definitely want to make sure that I line up the high level and the medium level niche. And then if this level niche has at least 200 Google searches, then that means if you continue to follow me and you get in on my reports early, that you can get into these kind of trending Etsy sub niches that are also putting you in front of like 200 stream of people on Google. So think about if your homebody sweatshirt was like a storefront and you put it on Google, 200 average searches, if you think about it, is like 200 people walking in front of your store. So if you have a good storefront, a good listing, then these people are going to walk in and buy your homebody sweatshirt. So if that last video, my goodness. So if you find value in stuff like this and finding trending Etsy sub niches that are also connected to larger trending keywords on platforms like Google and Pinterest, then hit that like, hit that subscribe, because it lets me help you more and help you quit your corporate 9-to-5 job and put money in your pockets instead of me putting money in corporate people's pockets. Also, if you want to get in on these early, because you know that when people are going to see this video, they're going to go immediately crazy, go into the designs, and that's going to become a little saturated, little quick. Donkey's drinking water. So I also have reports that I'm creating and a website called Ninja Rank SEO that will have on a weekly basis 10 of these connected to trending higher level categories, and these are also trending on Google, packaged nicely in a report with also the bestseller listings, so you know what to design. So be on the lookout for that. I'll be dropping that within a week, and the reports will be released on Fridays, so you will, number one, be able to get that up level on the weekends that are also usually busier because people get paid on Fridays. So get those designs in. And of course, the niches that I'm looking at are ones that you are going to be caching early on in the game. Hence this one, depending on when you're watching this video, I'm not sure. So that is all for now. I'm gonna film another one tomorrow and release that and see, go through it live again. Fingers crossed the audio decides to work. Flonect, please. And we don't have to go through this again. But I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy designing for this one. Go back over here and look at the designs, the attributes and what's similar in the designs, and then how you can set yourself apart from those designs, which is what I include, something I include in my reports as well, attributes of the best sellers, so that you can position yourself slightly more in the front, if that makes sense. So like have a listing that stands out. We have text with cursive, text with this like university style, and I don't see anyone right now. Oh, again, it's cursive here. Let's go to the set. Oh, cozy season, yeah, and that's so in the last video, that was my theory as to why this one is trending, because it is fall, it is cozy, and homebody makes you think of sitting by the fire, drinking warm cocoa or apple cider or coffee or tea or whatever you are drinking. That is a warm beverage, and yeah, just good vibes. So aesthetically speaking, it makes sense why that's trending in the market psychology place. Market psychology place. In the consumer psychology marketplace. Goodness. So yeah, there you go. Enjoy this video. Enjoy this free trending Subniche. And get out there and make some money. I'll see you next time.